Hey everybody, how ya doing? This is Mr. Bookman, and today I will be reading Otto Goes North by Ulrika Kestere. Please enjoy. Otto Goes North. Far up in the north, you'll find a blue house with grass roof. There lives a lynx called Lisa, and a little bear called Nails. The red house on the right is the sauna. You can't imagine how hot it gets in there. One day Lisa was on the roof mowing the grass. Little Nails was setting out afternoon tea in the garden. They wanted everything to be nice for their friend Otto, a lemur who was coming to visit. He'll be cycling for several months to get there, maybe even years. A very long time in any case. Look, here he comes. Otto was in good shape. You have to be if you're going to cycle for 100 days. His bike was red with large, teeny bells. Otto would ring it like mad, enough to be annoying. He rang it as soon as he saw Lisa and Nails. Pling, pling, pling! Here I am, he called. The friends all hugged and said hello. It's been ages, said Otto. You've grown so tall, said Lisa. Such beautiful weather, said Nails. Otto wanted to tell them all that had happened on his journey. Among other things, he'd meet a hedgehog who lost her gloves and a goat who just wanted to be left alone. And this evening, we'll see the northern lights at least, said Otto. I'll paint them as I can hang the picture on my wall at home. Good idea, otherwise you might forget what they look like, said Lisa. Nails and I keep forgetting. We're surprised every time. At sunset, Otto paddled off to the nearest cliff with his paints and brushes. The air was so cold that his nose turned icy. Otto set up his easel and made the first brush strokes, but before long he began to freeze. Really freeze. He shook so hard he couldn't hold the brush steady. Every stroke became a zigzag. Shivers, said Otto through the shaking teeth. When Otto came back, his nose was red and shiny. He held his painting up sadly to show Nails and Lisa. So cold, he sniffed. It got so shaky and ugly. But how come you're so cold when you have fur like us, said Nails. It's hot where I come from, said Otto. My fur isn't like yours. Gosh, said Nails, I didn't know there was a difference between fur and fur. Nails and Lisa took Otto off to the sauna with a cup of hot blueberry soup. You better sleep here tonight, said Lisa. Then you'll keep warm. They were worried about Otto. He needed something warm to wear. Could they make him something by sticking some moss around? Maybe. That's what Nails thought. Nails and Lisa didn't have many books, too, to be precise. One was a detective novel about a moose who found a forest a little too mystery. It was good. They read it hundreds of times. The other book was about wool. It was a present from Lena the fox. Lisa sat with it in the armchair by the fire. Maybe it could teach them how to knit. What does the book say? Neil asked the next morning. I don't know, halfway though. I realize I've forgotten how to read, said Lisa. But if I understand the pictures correctly, we should start by collecting a sack of soft wool from a sheep. But I don't know any sheep, do you? Not very well. But can't we use our own wool, said Niels. I'm soft. Evenly cuddly. I'm soft too, probably much softer than a sheep, said Lisa. The friends began to comb their fur. It wasn't a competition, but they could say that Lisa won because she combed out such a lot. Niels was a bit cross. Why do you have so much fur? Well, said Lisa, maybe you have less because you're smaller. Who are you calling small? Come on, don't be grumpy, Niels. Lisa giggled as she collected all the tuft of fur into a sack. In the book about wool, there was a picture of a steering wheel thing. They needed to turn the wool in the yard. Niels and Lisa didn't have one, but their friend Lena did. So they took the fur to her house and showed them how it worked. Niels wondered if Lena could spin the fur for them since she already knew how to do it. But she wouldn't. It's a fun learning thing, Neil, she said, and it makes you smarter too. So Neil spun while Lisa curded the fur. They gave Lena a basket of cinnamon buns to say thank you. Then they rolled their ball of wool towards home. Niels was proud. Just think, we did it all ourselves, he said. I'm pretty clever. There was silence for a moment. Then Lisa practically shouted, well, I'm very clever too. Stop yelling, said Niels. I'm not a... It's not a competition. Then they got home. They checked on Otto in the sauna. His nose was still red. How are you, Otto? Asked Niels. Not so good, Otto sniffed. I'm sick. I think I'll stay in the sauna today. It's so nice and warm in here. We have a surprise for you, Otto. For when you're better, said Lisa. That's nice, said Otto. I hope it's more blueberry soup. It was time to dye the wool. In the pantry, they found the leftovers from dinner, some onions, and red cabbage. They put some wool aside and divided the rest between 3 pots of water. The red onion went in one, the yellow onion in the other, and the red cabbage in the third. What do you think happened? Do any of you know what happened? When the yarn was ready, they had new shapes of yellow, red, and blue. Lisa hung it up to dry in the garden while Niels took hot blueberry soup out to Otto. Once the wind had dyed the yarn, Niels began to knit. Lisa's paws were too clumsy to hold the needles. It's a bit annoying that I have to do all the knitting just because your paws are too thick, Niels complained. This is taking ages. When they were almost finished, Otto began to feel well. He left the sauna, and at last, Niels and Lisa gave him his surprise. Otto was very moved. He never been given anything so fine before. I knitted it, said Niels. Do you like it? Asked Lisa. Otto was so snugged he felt almost as if he was home in the South. He stood outside painting for several hours without feeling the slightest bit cold. He gave Niels and Lisa the painting as a present because he would take the northern lights that made him home as a memory. Then for many days, the friends played games inside the warmth and outside in the cold. At least it was time for Otto to bike home to the warm South, and he said goodbye for now. Back home, Otto hung his northern lights on the wall, among all the other artwork. They helped him remember his friends and the beautiful landscape of the north. They can stay there until next time. he visits Neo's and Lisa. Well, wasn't that a cute story of what Al's friends did for him? I thought so. Do you have any friends that have done things for you? Let me know in the comment box below if you have had friends do things for you. Like Otto friends. Well, everyone, I hope all of you enjoyed this story. And if you did, please let me know. And if you didn't, please let me know why you didn't. Until next time, you all take it easy out there. And have a good one. This is Mr. Bookman. And this book reading is over.